Whether it's your first time here or you're a regular here at Mr. Super Oz, I just want to thank you for tuning in to the channel. It exists because I, Oz, from the channel Mr. Super Oz, I wrote a 68-page graphic novel called Everlasting Survivors. Volume 1 is called All Day Long. If you follow the link in the description of this video, you can get yourself hats, shirts, posters, all kinds of fun things. But most importantly, you can get the story itself. And the more people that pick up the story, the greater the chances are that there can be continued adventures with these heroes. If you could, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment, enjoy. Mortal Kombat Legends Cage Match ran for 1 hour and 20 minutes and came out in 2023. They got a classy music and a classic opening feel. It's just it's like it's quick, it's fun. We meet Johnny Cage and he's on the set of a Johnny Cage movie. A movie inside of a movie. That feels right for Johnny Cage. Cage is a mime that's also a vigilante. And Joel McHale is just such fun casting. Chuck, Johnny's assistant, is signing 8x10s for Cage. Jennifer, Johnny's co-star, has gone missing. She is the real star of the movie, according to the folks making the movie. Johnny does not agree with this, but he does agree to go looking for his co-star. This animation style, it just pops. It's very clean. Chuck asked Johnny how he got so cool while riding in a car with him. So we get a flashback of Johnny getting bullied as a kid. Boys will be boys. What a strange, common but strange saying. Should just be bullies will be bullies. The introspection of this Johnny Cage character is refreshing. Johnny's mother was against fighting, but she knew Cage needed to know how to defend himself. So she took him to this dojo at a strip mall, and we get a fun training montage. Little Johnny broke the biggest bully's arm that was around, and it was crazy nasty. Not long after that, in the flashback, we meet Gilbert Gottfried, who comes up to Johnny in a flashback, and he has one of the most recognizable voices, Gilbert Gottfried, and he offers Johnny, fame and success because he's his agent. Back to Johnny and Chuck, they arrive at the lead actress's home. It's very nice looking, but she doesn't answer when they use the that gate buzzer thing, the entry call box. Johnny jumps over her fence, and we see Jennifer's place has been broken into, and she is being attacked. Oh, scratch that, I'm wrong. There are two women fighting, but neither of them are Jennifer. These women are Kia and Ashra, I think is what they said their names were. They're fighting now, and when Johnny arrives, but then they both begin to go after Johnny, which is funny. Cage is actually into getting beat up by the ladies. It's revealed that there's a bomb at the starlet's house, and the house gets blown up. But before the bomb goes off, Cage uses Jennifer's pool, because it's a big, fancy place, to avoid major damage. The ladies both steal vehicles. One of the warrior women, I don't know if it was Ashra or Kia, steals a car, and the other one steals a motorcycle. I'm not sure what is up with these women. It hasn't really been clarified as of yet, but Johnny makes another reference to Tom Cruise. I don't know what the writers of these movies beef is with Tom Cruise, but Johnny Cage is the outlet that they use to make jokes about him. It was another one of the jokes about doing your own stunts. I forget now if this one was saying that he's better than Tom Cruise or Tom Cruise does his own stunts and Cage doesn't. I don't remember, but it just seems like they're leaning on that specific joke a little too much, as if that whoever's writing it, I don't know, they must have a past, or it feels like they have a past with Tom Cruise because he doesn't have much to live for. Oh, that was the joke. I just remembered. Yeah, they said Tom Cruise does his own stunt because he doesn't have much to live for. Okay, so I guess this one was new and different in variety. So I'll give him that. The women who both stole vehicles, the one with the who stole the motorcycle, she got hit by a bus, and Chuck saves Johnny when he tries to jump from the bus onto the other woman's car, and it's been real. I don't know. It's really fun and fast paced so far. A lot of fun lines with throughout the film. I say the word fun too much, but that's just how I feel when it comes to the treatment of the Johnny Cage character, especially portrayed by Joel McHale. Strangely enough, the warrior woman who lived was wasn't even at Jennifer's place for Jennifer. She doesn't even know who Jennifer was, and Johnny's co-star, or she doesn't even know that the place she was at was Jennifer, Johnny Cage's co-star's house. She was there looking for a map, but yeah, it's weird. as as the warrior woman finds out that Johnny has the map, they fight for it, and then it's she crashes the car she stole into a pool. But that's way better than getting hit by a bus. The warrior woman was sent by Raiden, so maybe she isn't a bad guy. I don't know. But that was an interesting development. The idea that Raiden sent her to find this. When Johnny is in his car and there's a big blocky cell phone that he answers, this scene really, it feels very Zach Morris or Paulie Dangerously, but either which way, it feels so 1990s because of the style of cell phone. The call was from Gilbert Gottfried, who is Johnny's agent. He's offering him the biggest opportunity of Cage's career, so Johnny and Chuck race right over. What would Johnny Cage do is the mantra that Johnny is instilling in his assistant Chuck. When Johnny is in Gilbert Godfrey's office, well, I mean, that's not his name, but the actor's playing the agent's office, he's offered the role of Super Guy, or more specifically, Adventures of Super Guy, as his next movie role. But then Johnny goes into how that he doesn't want to do superhero stuff, how it's fading out or whatever. He might be. It feels like Gilbert Gottfried's agent might be the real big bad, because Johnny's agent is very. I don't know. He's skeezy, and Johnny even realizes that this Hollywood club that his agent is part of feels like a cult. And so Gilbert Gottfried says, the ninja mime is done, and without me, you'd still be working at Blockbuster. Johnny is no fan of the agent thinking he made Cage and says that you're fired, but Gilbert Gottfried pulls a gun on Johnny. Thankfully, Johnny kicks the gun away, but then they have a fun fight where Johnny says ponytails are dumb because Gilbert Gottfried's character has a ponytail. And it's an insane reveal when they show the agent is actually a demon, or possibly an outworld, or I guess within the context of this world. Either way, Johnny Cage kicks his former agent out the window, and he lands on a statue, and he then catches fire. Is Johnny Cage the chosen one the cult ladies are talking about? That would be unexpected, but I mean, I guess since the movie's called Cage Match, possibly. Chuck and Johnny go to this big Hollywood mansion party I'm assuming all of the people here are demon slash outworld folk, and it's great when we hear Johnny's thoughts. Joel McHale is just great at verbalizing the Johnny Cage character. For some reason, this Hollywood mansion has a subway tunnel under it. The warrior woman that lives, I forget whether it's Kia or Ashra, from before, she comes to the subway to save Cage, and when they take off together, ah dang, one of the bad girls can breathe fire. It's very Outworld like. She's a part of this brotherhood of, I don't know, bad people. Chuck hit the fire breathing chick with a van. Johnny says Hollywood is run by Satanists, and the warrior woman corrects him and says that they follow Shinnok. But then Johnny has a great line when he says, "He sounds Satan-y to me. Retreat, lady. I'm an American. We don't even know the word retreat." As Johnny tries to burn the scroll, the map, that the thing that was at his co-star's place, that's when Jennifer arrives, and she's revealed to also be a part of the cult. And Johnny says, "You can't throw your career away for a cult." And that's when Jennifer reveals to him that this cult is why I have a career. It's very befitting of the story, because it's a way to explain that she wasn't actually taken, but she was missing because she was doing things for the bad. But as far as things being revealed or not being revealed, I wonder if this is supposed to have happened before Scorpion's Revenge, or if this is one of those splinter timelines that were created when Kano started messing with Kronika's hourglass. I'm assuming that has to be the case, because without this being a splinter timeline, it this wouldn't fit right when Johnny goes to Mortal Kombat, because he would have already have known about Shinnok and demons and outworlders and all that. So this has to be a new timeline created by Kano messing with the hourglass. Johnny is being sacrificed to open the portal to bring Shinnok to the Earth realm. Chuck swings in to save the day, and he says, "What would Johnny Cage do?" But it was all just a distraction so that the warrior woman could free Johnny. And Shinnok gets a big time entrance. Very top guy stuff. You want to be human, Ashra? Never give up. It's a big part of it. So, as Shinnok and Johnny Cage are fighting, they come up through the ground, and they're at Dan's Chinese Theater instead of Man's Chinese Theater. And there's a movie called Lethal Vengeance playing, which feels to me like it's a blend of Lethal Weapon and Die Hard with a Vengeance. It's not looking great for the Ninja Mime sequel, is a really fun line that is said in this big final fight. So many things are happening. The warrior woman Ashra, who turned on the demon brotherhood of evil, is fighting one of her sisters of the brotherhood. Chuck's fighting off demons. Johnny Cage is taking on the big bad. But the big question here is, I had a lot of fun, but due to the questions, is this movie good? Is it great? Is it better than great? So I'll say this: it is definitely fun, and I like how I like a lot of the presentation. Like, a lot of the demons, they're not identical. They seem to be treated well, but due to my questions, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. I'm gonna say it's a good animated movie, and it was a fun time. I could definitely see popping it on for fun. Thank you for tuning into this review. I hope you have a great week. Come back for more content from the channel. Enjoy.